Today we have an Acura NSX stereo here in the shop, and it's in because the knob is loose. One is tight, one is loose, and we're going to show you how you can tighten this knob up. Of course the stereo has to come out of the dash. We do have a removal video on our website, carstereohelp.com, to show you how to take this radio out of the dash. But we're going to take our Phillips screwdriver and we're going to remove 4 screws. There are 2 here on the top of the radio, one on the top front left, one on the top front right here as well. We have many do-it-yourself repairs on our website at carstereohelp.com, along with many removal guides for car stereo. And we're going to remove these 2 screws on the top cover at the back as well. That was a tight one. Remove these 4 screws for the top cover. I see water damage to this unit too, so we'll probably take a look at that once we get in there, and so on. But we're going to remove these 4 screws. This will allow us to remove the top cover. And we'll set that to the side. We have the cassette mechanism that sits right here on the top, and there are 4 screws that secure this into the stereo as well, and we're going to remove one in the back left here for the cassette mechanism. These screws are all the same size, so no need of labeling them as to where they go, because they are all the same. They are all a fine thread Phillips screw. We're going to remove the 2 in the back, and there are also 2 here on the front. But also along the front here there's a silver piece that goes along the front. It's a guide to help things from falling down into the stereo and so on, and we'll see that the second we get this cassette mechanism out. Cassette has a connector that pushes down into the board, so you need to pull that up, so the connectors here mate to the connectors here, and that pulls up. This can also allow us to pull the metal piece that I mentioned here in the front, which sits along the front of the cassette mechanism and gets screwed back in. And again, it helps protect things from going down into the mechanism on the front. Now this is going to give us access to several connectors inside the radio, but we're going to have to also remove the 2 screws on each side of the faceplate here to get down to the controls. This is a radio we see quite often in the shop for repair. In many cases we're unable to repair it because of the amount of damage. We see capacitor leakage. We also have another video on our website dealing with this radio and the problems with it. We're also going to grasp these knobs and pull the knobs off forward. And they come straight off. And then we're going to open this back up, and we have the front face is attached into the radio by these 2 yellow, what are called ribbon cables, and they're locked into these connectors. And to unlock these connectors, we're going to take this collar that's on it and push it towards the connector, and this will release the connector and allow us to pull it out. And what you want to do to reinstall these is do just the opposite, is pull a connector out of these, place the connector into the slot, push it in all the way, and then push the collar back down to lock it in. But since we're taking this off, this can allow us to pull this face forward. Got a flathead screwdriver. We've got one little tab here on the bottom that's connected to the bottom cover, and this will allow us to pull the face off. This is now going to give us access to the bolts on these front controls. And with our pliers here, we're going to go down to this bolt, tighten the bolt, and now the shaft no longer moves. This is how you tighten the shafts up, put it back together. Hope this video has been helpful. Thanks for watching. Any other questions on Acura stereos, Nissan stereos, any stereo you might have a question with, please see our website, carstereohelp.com. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.